Well, it's happening. People always wonder why I don't cover these events when they happen, when a meteor hits. Well, we have to remember the whole thrust of this channel is to tell you about things before they happen. Very few people do that for you. 99.9% of the news that you hear is after it occurs. We want to tell you about something before it occurs. That makes us special. It sets us aside from everybody else. And people are wondering why you didn't. Well, first of all, the reason I'm not covering all the impacts when they happen is because I want to make sure they're confirmed. Google doesn't even, on their search engines, doesn't even list impact news unless it's big news that everybody's covering. But here, listen
But
to what we said last.
the fact of the matter is, folks, we're going to take some more impacts. There's going to be more asteroids hitting us, probably in February. But January, February, March are going to be heavy fireball months, and we've already had several breaking the sound barrier, big bright ones. We're going to get some video and show you those bright, flashing fireballs in the sky.
So after the China incident, I made it very clear these were going to happen again. I didn't theorize. I told you they were going to happen. And I told you when. January, February, March. And especially February. So it's important that we understand that these events, these impacts, although they garner more attention, more news, more talk, that these are not a threat to you like other things. And I'm not here to entertain, I'm here to protect. I'm not here to inform, I'm here to explain. I'm not here to predict, I am here to foretell. Tell you before it happens, not as a guess, but as a calculated result to a problem, just like a math problem. And the reason I knew that we're going to have impacts is because of a series of complicated things that I look at to determine our risk of impacts. It's not just if there's going to be an NEO, it's the number of NEOs. It's the trajectory of the NEOs. And it has a lot to do also with cometary paths. And it also has a lot to do with alignments with a brown dwarf that's out in the solar system slinging this stuff all around. So you look at all of those factors and you get a real good example or a good taste of what lays ahead. And before the China impact, I said, we made a dozen videos about asteroids and comets. Now, we don't hardly make asteroid and comet videos, but we all of a sudden, one day we did start. Why? Because things had changed. And so I'm not here to hype and fearmonger. I'm here to let you know what is ahead of you, what to look out for. These impacts, these fireballs, as long as they're asteroid origins, do not represent much of a threat to us. Many of the fragments are small. And it's important to understand that I'm going to try to harp and hype and scream at the top of my lungs about things that are a threat to you, a direct threat to you. Then I earn my keep. And it's not just a hobby, it's a duty. And so I'm going to say it right now. We're not done. We're not done taking impacts. There's going to be more. And Maybe I'll get on a video and say, I told you, see? But very few people are doing what I'm doing. Very few people are telling you about things that are being kept secret. Very few people are telling you about things that are going to happen in the future. The impacts, I've been saying over quite a while, an impact might help block out some of this solar radiation. So the biggest threat to you is still mankind. Just look around, look at the COVID situation, look at the politics, look at what's going on in the world. That's a bigger threat to you than something falling from the sky. And if I thought that something was a huge threat to you, I would be making more videos about it. Hence, why we started making videos about impacts. Not because we thought there'd be an extinction level or it would kill somebody, but just because they were going to start happening. It's more of a big picture kind of a thing than we're focusing on, watch out for the asteroid. But if we see an extinction level event coming, we're going to tell you. And I have a lot of help anymore. Some people have come to my rescue. There's so many people I'm so grateful for on the Patreon site. On that site, there's people who came and donated money for a year, 2 years, and due to COVID and maybe because of the political stuff, they're no longer with. But those people, I go down that list and I just feel gratitude. I can't think of any other thing other than I'm humbled and feel gratitude that somebody would want to help me keep this research going. But more impacts are coming. I don't expect any city killers to be happening, but if I do catch wind, I'll let you know, because I do check the NEO database every day. I check the cosmic radiation every day. I look at the sun every day. I look at earthquake monitors every day. I look at the magnetosphere data every day. And so it's important that you fear mankind more than you fear the asteroids and the meteors. It's important that you fear COVID and radiation coming from the sky and possibly even Fukushima. That you fear that more than you do something coming from the sky. Because those are your biggest threats. And when COVID started, people were like, why are you so focused on this COVID? I mean, when Wuhan closed, I knew we were in trouble. And I was trying to warn people. Nobody wanted to hear it. They thought it was fear mongering. And I told them quarantines were coming. I told everybody everything there was to know about COVID at that time. It's even stuff that wasn't being reported. Why? Because I viewed it as a threat, a direct threat to you. So that's what I'm here. I got your back. And I want to thank you for having my back too. It's humbling. It keeps me going. Thank you.